They're government.
Why did she ask too many questions?
No, she's had been there so long, she started making too much money.
Oh,
So they let her go and hire somebody
they could pay
to
less.
pay less, yeah.
Bruce. Did you turn it on? Thank you.
Call this meeting to order at 5 o'clock. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Need a motion to approve the agenda, oh, roll call, sorry.
That's okay. Cheryl?
Here,
Deb? Here. Bruce?
Yep.
John?
Yes.
Ben?
Okay, I need a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as written.
I'll second it.
Okay, we are here for payment for, huh?
You need to vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? 5-0. Okay, we are here about payments for the park in the hall. Harper Alarm is finished with the park cameras and all that. And I'm gonna make a motion.
Is it,
What's that?
you're talking about the first one?
Yeah,
I mean, the 12,545.90?
yes.
That's the one? Okay.
Motion by Bruce Fother for the clerk to pay contractors for both Vassar Township Park and Vassar Township Hall upon receiving an invoice for items previously approved by the Board of Trustees without additional approval.
I'll second.
Can you,
Okay, discussion?
what can you re-say it first?
You
I
want
don't
to
know if she
reset it?
caught it all or not yet, but
Motion by Bruce for the clerk to pay contractors for both Vassar Township Park and New Vassar Township Hall upon receiving an invoice for items previously approved by the Board of Trustees without additional board approval, seconded by Cheryl.
so you're not talking about just these two quotes?
No, it'd be like when the hall, they send an invoice saying that this part is done. We already approved it, they haven't,
We have to have Tails Company first
to
do this
look at
thing,
it.
and we have to have that evidence, and you're supposed to sign off. And then I already thought we had it approved for her to pay those. That doesn't include these, maybe, I don't know.
It'll be that and the other Harper Alarm one for the hall. Any other discussion? It'll be put on there, just like we do checks that we approve prior,
Right. It would still have to show on the payables the next
Yes.
month.
with after the bottom part and all the paperwork.
But nothing I mean, I'd have to hear it again, but I don't think anything in there said anything about the approval process. In other words, you still have to wait till you have from Tail, and that's not in your motion, right? You just said as soon as you receive an invoice.
For items previously approved by the Board of Trustees.
But these aren't approved per se, because they have to go through that process and get Tail's paperwork showing that he's signed off that it's done.
Right, you
Right.
probably put a number, you'll probably sign the invoice, saying it's been
I would
approved.
assume you'd have his own paperwork, not the invoice, but I don't know that yet. But there's gotta be something in your motion, doesn't there, for that or not? I would think.
But
You just said it upon receiving an invoice. Right?
right, but ain't that a motion prior to that, that we would have KO approve it? And
I thought that motion already covered all those things anyhow. I thought.
Well,
that gave
no,
the
because
authority-
Harper be by himself.
Harper's separate, that's what I thought we were here for. I didn't know we were here.
No, Harper,
Because we didn't include this when we said that.
Harper Alarm is separate from the hall project. And we approved that on
A different
our
day,
last
I
meeting.
remember, yeah.
Our last meeting on November 12th meeting.
Well, I'm just one, somebody else can say something, I don't care.
All right. Any other discussion?
I guess the only other thing I've got to know is how come this couldn't have been done before? Why is this all of a sudden a problem again? Another last minute?
That's a good question. I would like to know the answer to that one also. Why is it a problem to pay our bills?
Read the minutes and you'll see it.
I don't have the minutes in front of me, what do the minutes say?
I didn't print them out.
Which
It
minutes?
stated that
That
it's
we,
supposed to be taken out of another safety account.
was gonna take out a marijuana because of safety.
Correct, because it's the same.
But what's another safety account? Safety account is what? I don't understand that one. You guys were here in that meeting, I wasn't.
Well, first, I don't know what you're saying, because
Well,
paying our bills has nothing to do with what account it comes out of. She has to write a check, and that's
Well,
what she
the
was told.
approval, it was
comes
not
out the wrong
approval. If you
account.
read the minutes, it doesn't say approval of writing the checks.
So nobody made the motion to include writing a check?
Correct.
Yeah. I thought we did on the one for Taylor.
Yeah.
All we gotta do is make,
Not for this
I don't know
one.
about Tail, that's Tail. I
I'm
don't know.
not talking, I mean, that other, the contractor has to go through Taylor. And I thought we
And
approved
now,
at that meeting.
now we're going from 12,000 to 23,000? Is that what
No,
I'm hearing?
12,000 is the first one.
That's the
Is
park.
park.
This one is the previous, the
That's
park
the
project.
previous one, that's for the park.
And that's done, correct?
Correct,
This is done.
I mean,
yes.
make a
That
stinking
one's
motion and say,
complete.
when we agree on a motion to pay for something, it automatically gets paid right away. It's not that hard. I mean,
That's why I'm doing it here for the township.
no, make one motion for all motions that are agreeable upon. So we don't have to keep on going, is this one okay, the cash, this one not okay, the cash? Because we have separate motions for the electrical, the gas, to be paid before, and garbage.
And our Wi-Fi.
All the other ones have to go through the payable of our meeting.
Our process, right?
Correct. And that's why I'm,
So if we make a motion to, I just had it, when motions are presented to the board with approval of quotes or value of money, the check could be written upon showing of proof or upon completion of the project. So we don't have to have a 5-minute special meeting.
you want me to remove my motion and you make a
That's not what
motion?
I said. This motion has nothing to do with what your motion is. Yours is a separate motion, mine was to pay the bill now. I'm saying for further future
So this
of
doesn't happen again.
motions.
It'll
Correct,
happen again.
correct.
I think that.
So I don't have to go digging in the minutes to find out if you guys approve to pay it right away or not.
I need a roll call.
And then when I go through the minutes, it doesn't say nothing about approval, it says about,
But that gets brought up and then it's talked about. Nobody wants to say who's gonna pay for it and stuff. You remember we had this discussion just recently.
and then in the,
I
and in the
think
minutes, it says it's another safety
I think.
charter account. We don't have another safety charter.
No, it ain't safety, it's the
Well,
marijuana.
that's what it says in the minutes.
You're talking about in the draft copies that we haven't seen yet,
No, the ones that were done when I was gone in Alaska, when you guys had that meeting.
which aren't
For the-
approved yet.
for the
So
cameras.
they're draft.
For the cameras for this.
Are they approved minutes you're talking about? I don't know.
Yes.
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
They already been approved.
Okay. I don't remember the word safety, so, but I have to go back and look at some.
You're not looking at the right minutes.
Yeah,
Let me see.
special meeting, September 19th.
Yeah,
From here up is all discussing of the,
you did, you did? Bruce did? That's okay. Guys can't spell.
Obviously.
This ain't the one.
that's come right off the print today.
No, there's another one.
There was one I read today. It was from September.
September 19th, on my birthday, we discussed the Harper alarm for Vassar Township.
Because it mentioned something about an incident at the park in the minutes.
Again, you're talking about the park. I think he's talking about the hall. The meeting that we just had recently.
No.
I will put them up. I know what's going on.
It won't matter.
The only thing on the minutes from Harper Alarm last month, because it's still a draft, is approval of the cameras from Harper Alarm for that price.
I showed up.
That's for the hall, though, the
Yes.
23,000 for the whole township hall project.
Correct.
This is not the same meeting.
I believe the $12,000 quote was from our meeting either in September.
September 19th.
Yeah.
The problem we
Because
have,
you asked the question, what account was it coming out of? The minutes I saw.
How can there be 2 minutes for going?
I don't know, I'm thinking. I'm not by my computer, so I can't tell you.
I know he asked that.
And it was in words too, in the minutes. So this one, the check that the clerk made for 12,000 something is what you're asking to be okay, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. And
That's just that.
no,
And
the way his motions were.
my motion
That's all I'm
says
saying.
that,
Yeah.
Oh.
Have her read it back again, please.
Motion by Bruce for the clerk to pay contractors for both Vassar Township Park and new Vassar Township Hall upon receiving an invoice for items previously approved by the Board of Trustees without additional board approval, seconded by Cheryl.
Did you guess that?
I'm gonna call for roll call. Can I have roll call?
Oh, sorry.
Off of that one.
Any further questions? I thought-
Any further questions?
No, I'm just
Okay.
waiting.
Okay.
Roll call.
Oh, I'm sorry. Cheryl?
Yes?
Deb? Yes. Bruce?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Ben?
Yes.
Because one reason why is because he took this all out of his pocket, all this money for equipment and all that. Now I'm gonna go to the next one,
There is a lot.
23. The 23. The one we approved for the
I
hall.
thought you just covered everything, but okay, go ahead.
Well, this motion you'll understand. My motion by Bruce
First of
Fuller.
all, one, we should have added it to the agenda if you had another thing to talk about.
He did it by blanketly saying payment for parking.
Okay,
I caught what he did.
all right.
But you only had 2 pieces of paper in front of me, and you said you were just.
Plus, we got 5 anyways, it don't matter, but.
Motion by Folder to pay Harper Alarm 50% deposit for cameras for the new hall in amount of $12,000. The remaining amount will be paid upon completion. Did I go too fast?
Yes.
For me, you did, but let's.
The motion by Folder to pay Harper Alarm at a 50% deposit for cameras for the new hall in the amount of $12,000 to the remaining amount to be paid when completed. Because that is a lot of money. And most businesses with that kind of money would always ask for 50%.
You gotta wait for a second.
I know.
We gotta discuss.
I need a second.
I'll second.
Discussion?
You were the one discussing, go ahead.
Well, because that's a lot of money and he's a businessman by himself. And most businesses would ask 50%, 20% or something like that.
And so then I would question, did he ask for 50%?
No, but I'm just... So he ain't paying all the equipment out of his pocket.
Sarah, did you type what I said before, while Bruce was doing his first motion? Or was that just hearsay words?
What are you talking
When I talked about how we need to make another motion, did you write that down?
No.
Okay.
So what do you want done?
Well, you're not pointing at, say, put it on the payables, you're not saying write the check
Oh.
right away.
Oh,
And you're not saying who's gonna write the check?
Who's gonna write the check?
You are.
put the...
This is why.
I want, then if I add, write the check next week and put it on the payables,
Get the wording, and then I'll agree or disagree after I know what the wording is.
put it on, write the check,
Dang, Sarah, we should have wrote that down.
Monday, the 2nd, and put it on December's payables. Is that okay with you?
For the second one? For the-
Yeah, on the 2nd. Is that okay with you? Write the check.
I wanna hear it all back.
How do you want to word that?
Write the check. For December 2nd, Monday, December 2nd. And put it on December payables.
Who you have putting her check, writing the check?
The clerk and the treasurer will sign it. You want that on? You can put that in there
Well, that
too.
don't make sense, because that's, they have to.
I
That's
know.
called a warrant.
I understand that, but that's, he said who's gonna write the check.
I didn't say that.
No, Ben.
I did.
Oh,
Motion by Bruce to have the clerk write the check on Monday, December 2nd, 2024, and put it on the December payables to pay Harper Alarm a 50% deposit for cameras at the new township hall in the amount of $12,000. The remaining amount will be paid upon completion. Seconded by Ben.
I apologize, but say the date again, that you said in there?
December 2nd,
Okay.
2024.
I could have swore you said 22nd. Oops. Like, wait a minute. Thank you.
Is that okay with you, Ben?
Yes.
You still second it?
Yes.
Okay.
so you're not doing a check now, you're doing it Monday or Tuesday? Tuesday.
Monday.
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 Monday,
Monday is the 2nd.
yes.
Roll call.
Ben,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Bruce,
Yes.
Deb, yes. Cheryl.
Yes.
Okay. You have
No.
something. Hold on, Ben.
I just had a comment. Why would you make the comment, who's gonna do the check? Who would normally do the check?
That's what I'm saying, it's
This is getting
overkill.
silly. It's getting to be,
Or who signs them, or,
yeah, or who signs them.
that's automatically, you know.
That it's
That's in
gonna be
our-
on December's
I didn't need it to
payables
be
because
ridiculous.
that's a given. Any checks that are done after payables were done for our meeting are going to always be on the next payables.
Okay, John. What
Am I right?
were you thinking of?
I don't know, I'm going back.
While
to
he's
what I
looking at
said.
that, it has become an issue a couple of times. So that's why I brought it up.
And it
I
shouldn't
don't,
be.
well, I'm not the one who made it an issue, so. And I don't want it to be an issue, so I brought it up. Now, along those same lines, while he's still thinking, the planning commission has gone over, and it should be coming to the board at the next meeting, regular meeting, that form. And that would help a lot, because it explains all those things right in there. If somebody's requesting something, you fill it all out.
I filled one out already, didn't I?
I've
And
seen
gave it
that,
to
yes.
planning commission.
Yes. So, and it shows in there all the steps, and shows that we want to pay for it right away, or we don't want to, whatever, and,
And that would have
If
to,
if we enact that, that'll help.
and that would have to go in our, added to our PD.
PDF.
No, it would be added to our financial,
Statement.
no, not statement. How we pay our bills. Just like the car, we've been working on the car.
Oh,
Policy.
policies and
Policy and
procedures.
procedure, we have a policy and procedure.
But we can enact a form.
Yes, and that would be
later
added,
to the
that would be
policy and
added to
procedure.
the,
But if you enact the form, it's already there whether you write a policy and procedure or not. In my opinion, John, what you're trying to do is something you should think about and get the wording right for
I had it right
meeting.
15 minutes ago. I could go back to Facebook.
But you
I would
didn't make the
suggest that you
motion.
bring it up at
We were in
the,
No, I
discussion
said,
of this
I'm not
motion.
asking you, I just wondered if
he
you
was just
did.
hoping you took
Because I noticed
notes.
a lot of your minutes, you say a lot of stuff that everybody says. I just
Well,
asked
no,
if
I
you
did.
did, yes or no.
I did.
I'm not saying you had to.
So, why don't you think about that and put it on
Hold
the
on.
regular meeting?
see what you said, John, what you got there? Just read what you have already.
I like what I said before, but I can look at it, listen to it, and then do it on the next meeting.
Okay,
Because we're not making no more motions, we don't have to pay no more payments, are we?
no,
Because I got right now, make a motion to allow automatic payments of completion of all motions that are passed by vote of the trustee boards.
Board of trustees, see, you
Board
want
of
to correct that
trustee,
word.
I know, but I didn't want to say board twice.
No,
By vote of the,
Board of trustees.
yeah.
But, that's why I suggest think about it and get the wording exact, because it's not relevant to tonight.
Mm-mm. No, but while I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna write down.
yeah.
So,
All right, any other comments? Oh, I have one, public comment. Thank you, Cheryl, for
Well,
welcoming you to the Board of Trustees.
Thank you.
welcome to your first meeting, and
Yeah,
this special
thank you.
meeting.
Yeah,
They do
I'm
have,
special.
MTA does have Zoom
Right.
for first time Board of Trustees. If you want to look at it, just go to MTA
Oh, okay.
and see when it is.
Did we add
You
it
have to
to
get her
it?
added as a member before she can do
Yeah,
that.
we
She
have-
may be
yeah,
already.
She's already a member, she's already a member.
Yeah, because of ZBA and.
Because of the
She's already a
ZBA.
member.
Yeah.
You might have to quit the
Some
ZBA.
things had to get changed.
Yeah, but I
There were
think-
some people
Yeah,
out
I
there
think
that
some
shouldn't
stuff
have
you
been
can't
on
get
there.
to unless you're on the board. in some
Right, so it's
training.
gotta be updated that you're a
That
trustee
you're
on
a
the board.
trustee now.
Okay.
Well, I did update it, and then there was a
Didn't drop
glitch,
time.
because when I took the one attorney off who hasn't been our attorney for a few years now, and put our attorneys in there, it wouldn't let me proceed because it said they're already attorneys in another township. Well, no kidding. They're attorneys in like 5 other townships. So then I had to go to another person, and she was out of the office at the time.
Right.
All right, how's this sound?
Hold on.
Make a motion to allow automatic payments of completion of all motions that are passed by vote of the trustee. Well, it should say, man, value of that money. Go ahead, keep going.
Any other public comment?
Any other public comment?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
At 5:25?
5:25.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any nays?
Which way'd you go, John?
Oh, yay, happy.
I only heard 4,
Go
so.
for it. Because I was thinking in my head about
5-0. Oh, this paperwork is something I just got from Michael.